Yes, very good evening, student. Today we are going to discuss about the digestive system. The digestive system is a group of organs and associated glands are there that help in the digestion of food. Okay, so alimentary canal is the tubular passage extending from mouth to anus, and alimentary canal is a long 8 to 10 centimeter long canal. It start from the mouth, then buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus at the end. Okay, the taking up of the food, there is a steps in the nutrition, that five steps are involved. Ingestion is there, digestion is there, absorption is there, assimilation is there, then egestion is there. They are the four steps that take place in this all in the digestive system. Okay, in the alimentary canal, ingestion is the process by which the food is taken by the organism. Okay, so the food is taken, then the in the buccal cavity, in the mouth, the teeth are present, they crush the food, and the tongue, it help in the movement of the food into the mouth. Okay, then digestion is a process by which the insoluble complex food substances consisting of large molecule are broken down into the soluble and simpler form having similar molecules which can be absorbed by the cells. So digestion take place over there, digestion help take place with the help of enzymes over there. The next is the absorption. Then the digested food, the nutrition, that is the nutrition is there, that should be absorbed. So absorption is the process in which the digested food passes from the intestine wall and enter the blood, is called absorption. So absorption take place in the small intestine. Okay, after that the assimilation. Now the food absorbed, now it should be assimilated to the different each and every cell of the body. Okay, so it is transported with the help of blood. Then egestion, the process of removal of undigested food. Now the undigested waste that remain in the alimentary canal, okay, it should be removed out of the body. That process is called the egestion. Okay, let me start with the through this diagram that is shown here. This is a buccal cavity is shown here. So mouth, here is the mouth is a basically aperture that occur between the nose and chin. Mouth is bounded by two soft movable sensitive lips. Upper and we have a two lips, upper and lower lips, and they help to hold the food. And then the inside the buccal cavity there is a tongue and teeth. So teeth basically they help in the crushing and binding of the foods. Okay, they help it to crush the food. Teeth basically they make our denture. Okay, they are very sharp, and there are four kinds. In the mammal, teeth are embedded in the sockets and upper and lower jaws. There are two jaws main. Basically, we are the heterodonts. Are the size and shape of the there is shown the size and shape of the teeth is different from the one another. Not all the teeth are similar. So in the case of fish and amphibians and reptile, all the teeth are similar, so they are called the homodonts. But in the case of the mammals, the teeth are different. They're the variation in the teeth. Okay, so they are in the shape and size, so they are called the heterodonts. So mammals, we belong to the mammal category. We have the heterodonts, that all the teeth are not similar, they are different from each other. So we have a two sets of teeth, the temporary and permanent teeth are there. Temporary means milk teeth, and they break, they basically up to the 10-12 age they all break, and they are replaced by the permanent teeth. Permanent teeth basically are they don't fall. Okay, and they remain permanent. And they are permanent teeth are of basically, we have a four type of teeth. They are the incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. So incisors are here as shown. They are the incisors as shown. Basically they are four, and chisel shaped teeth that lie in the center of each jaw, and they use to cutting and binding. Basically, incisors help in the cutting and binding of the teeth, and canines are there. Basically, next to the incisor, there the canines are there. Okay, the canines are basically sharp teeth. Okay, they are the prominent. They have the prominent conical ends, and they used for holding the food and tearing the flesh. Okay, so these teeth are very sharp in the case of the uh, animals that are eating flesh. Then after the canine, there are the premolar teeth. You can see the premolar teeth are little different than the other teeth. So premolar teeth basically next to the canines of each side on the jaw are the premolar teeth. They have two cup-shaped projections, and each teeth is crushing, and they help in the crushing and chewing the food. After that premolars, the molar teeth are there. So molar teeth basically last three teeth on each side are the jaw. They are broad and surface and has compared to the premolars. They are little broader than the premolar teeth, and at the end last molar teeth is called the wisdom tooth. Okay, sometime it grows after the age of 18. Okay, so we have a permanent teeth in the case of the teeth in the case of the mammals. After the milk teeth shed, then the permanent teeth come. And here we know the dental formula. So dental formula basically in the case of a child is different. In the case of milk teeth, here the molar teeth are absent, but in the case of the human adult, there is a 2 1 2 3. So 32 teeth are there. In the case of children, only 20 teeth are there. This is the main difference in the dental formula of both of the teeth. In the case of the human being, the teeth are embedded in the sockets. Okay, and the outermost covering of the hardest tissue is enamel on the teeth. Okay, inside the teeth is a dentine is there, and pulp cavity is there, and they are embedded in on the from the root. They are combined with the capillaries and vessels, and pulp cavity is there. Okay, so teeth is basically very the hard structure that help the human being to eat and to tear something, to crush something, and chew something. Okay, then the after that this teeth, the food that we eat, the food inject in the mouth, then salivary glands also work out. Salivary glands streak the saliva in the food into the mouth, and there are the three pair of salivary glands are there, and they put the saliva, mix the saliva into the food, and now the teeth crush the food, and the tongue help in the movement of food into the mouth. Then after the food crushed out, then it we swallow the food. The tongue help in that the movement to help the swallow the food inside the esophagus. Okay,